What's going on? What's going on, people? I'd like to welcome you out to another DC TV Talk. It's the last one for the week. What episode of DC TV Talk is it? I want to say 5. It's kind of crazy because I forget where I got to think of the episode of the shows I'm watching. Then I have to think of what episode of DC TV Talk is this. So I'm thinking 5. If not, you saw in the thumbnail what episode this is. This is gonna cover episode 7 of Gotham and episode 4 of Arrow for this week. So I think I'm gonna start off with Gotham because that was the first one I watched. We get some continuation of Penguin and Sophia, and I think her name's Sophia Falcone, in which they're in the orphanage, and you know the Professor Pig is pretty much still running the muck, and he's still out killing people, and Jim is pretty much pissed with Harvey, like, yo, you need to stop taking money from Penguin, and you need to get your shit together. Harvey really is not he's at the point where he's like pretty much getting tired of Jim telling him what to do, and Jim pretty much getting on his nerve. Because in all honesty, Jim does get away with more stuff than some people, I guess, because he's probably the only clean cop in Gotham. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily he's only the clean cop in Gotham. I just think he's the only one who is pretty much not afraid to die, because the other cops want to go home to their family. Jim don't have no family. Every single girl he get with turn crazy. Okay, Barbara is, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because we would never have another Jim Gordon, Barbara Gordon type thing going on ever, because that bitch is psycho crazy. That bitch came from the dead probably like 2 or 3 times. I don't even know how many at this point. Then Lee, she kind of crazy too. And Sophia Falcone, I'm pretty sure, listen, everybody once they get to Gotham seems to be like a normal person. Give it to the end of the season, she probably gonna die and come back to it and crazy, because she did fucking with Jim. Jim Gordon is bad luck, ladies. I ain't hating on the man, but Jim Gordon is not the person you want to be with in your life, alright? So, anyway, Professor Pig still killing cops. And there was 3, and they realized, and we had like a new guy, Penguin, one of the Penguin new henchmen. I guess Victor hired him. Said he was, I think it's head something. I don't know. It was some black dude. Like I like to shoot 2 times. One to kill him, and the second was just my signature. I'm like, boy, you don't get your ass on with that weak ass shit. Anyway. Of course, he ended up dying at the end of the episode. Spoiler. I'm going over this episode recap, so you should know it's going to contain spoilers. So you get that, and then you get something more important, which is the fact that Professor Pig is only allowing Jim to live because he sent like 44 boxes of pig heads to the GCPD. Also, those carriers are pretty pissed because they didn't get paid. That's what COD, and didn't nobody want to pay them, man. This man was hard-working people have to doing their job to deliver packages to the motherfucking GCPD, and they didn't want to pay him. I probably would have whooped Jim Gordon's ass for not paying me my shit. I wouldn't deliver nothing else to the police precinct. I would say, you know what, fuck y'all, hurrah y'all, motherfuckers. You know, one of these pig faces on you, alright? So I'm just doing my job, okay? But all in all, for nothing. That wasn't for nothing. But 3 cops came up missing. Boom, and they go over there and get them, and one of them already dead. And after they take the other one to the hospital, which they think is a cop in an ambulance. Jim the guy tell him, like, Jim, he's one of the good ones. And then they found out, because like Penguin's whole thing is like, yo, I'm trying to impress Sophia Falcone. She's telling me how her dad used to be, and I don't see. Penguin really don't care about her, how Falcone used to one thing. He's like, I'm Penguin, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Fuck your daddy. That's kind of what he thinking. I ain't saying that's how he's thinking. She's getting pissed off, but she's playing him like a fucking what's easy to play. She playing him like an instrument that's easy to play. That's all I can say. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know nothing easy to play. So we get that whole thing going, and it put Penguin in a bad light, to where he makes a mistake and it makes a bad call. Also, he influences Harvey to make a bad call. Cops, we go in there, it's an ambush, they get to dying. Jim had told him, like, yo, I just talked to the guy on the phone, this is a setup. Does not listen. He pretty much told Jim, like, yo, stand down. I'm getting tired of you, like, telling what to do. Like, stand down. And he comes back to bite him, and now he's looking like, you know, Jim done showed me up, got me looking bad. I'm the person who got a cop killed because I really want to listen to him. He's always in the right. He's the only person the Professor Pig don't want to kill. And I like the way they use Professor Pig because it seems like he always one step ahead, maybe 2 steps ahead of everybody. And I like the way they playing him. And I like the way how they setting up Sophia, how she playing Penguin. And I kind of wonder, like, does Sophia have a connection with Professor Pig? That's also something that's I was wondering. The best part of the episode though was Bruce Wayne. We get to see the billionaire Bruce Wayne. He has probably one of the best scenes I've ever seen in Gotham. When they try to get into the club, he gets past and he said, hey, all right, cool. Yada, yada, yada. The guy who doesn't like him be like, hey, can I talk to the owner? You're standing right next to him. Bruce, like, everybody coming himself and him. I said, oh my God. And then he's being the Bruce Wayne that we know, the playboy Bruce Wayne. I think if you start implementing that Bruce Wayne in the public and then let him do the dark shit like back at his mansion, that's gonna make for a better show. Because we haven't seen that playboy Bruce Wayne yet. We haven't seen Bruce Wayne that takes out 40 different girls, you know, with models. Like, that's the one we need to see. Because if not, we just see the old grim Bruce Wayne. It's gonna be like, who is this guy? He's always like mad. Like, we know Bruce Wayne from being like that player, you know, like player as fuck, and that's just what it is. That's why I was so happy to see him like take on that role as like the, you know, popping bottles, like getting drunk, you know, have all these women around him and parties, stuff like that. Then when he go home, he can be like the torn person that he is. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Let's jump on over to Arrow episode 4, where, oh my God, Felicity is still so fine to me. This is ridiculous how fine this woman is. I could not be in I couldn't do these scenes. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. It's just not in me. I don't think I have I don't know what they do, give people pills to like calm them down, but I don't think that would work for me. Listen, kids know. Anyway, we get so like Felicity and Oliver outing, and things are pretty much coming back from Felicity past. The girl from Healy, she comes back and tells her like, yeah, I made a mistake. We should not have released that dude from jail. He pretty much trying to take down everything. And we realize that how smart he is. Also, there are some deaths in this episode. There are 3 deaths in particular in which Laura's character takes him out. Like Laura's the evil Laura, I guess. I just like calling her evil Laura. I feel like that's better. She takes him out. Also, one thing that did bother me in this episode was the fact that when her and Dig were fighting, he whooped her, but then he walked away. I was like, you just whooped her. Why not get her and bring her in for like questioning or turning into the authorities? You just whooped her ass, then walked away. Then she used her supersonic stuff to try to knock a cage down on you. You have to get saved by Wild Dog. I'm like, bro, you literally saw her on the ground and walked the other way. That didn't make any sense. Also, I like the fight scenes in this episode. They were really, really good. I like the emotion. I like the emotional stuff that Felicity was showing with Oliver. When she was talking to Oliver, also when she was talking to the girl from Helix. I like how she was like feeling like, yo, this is all my fault. She had like the Oliver aspect because like this episode was called Reversal, and it did give you the feeling of like, yeah, because Oliver, no matter what, him and Barry Allen are the same when it comes to this. Oh, it's my fault. I shouldn't have done like this every single episode, every single time. It's like, oh, it's my fault. So in this situation, in Felicity, even though true enough, it does be their fault. It's just like, yo, they like, okay, we get it. We know it's your fault. They just do something to get past it. Also we get, what else did we get? We got some stuff from I can't think. I thought that was pretty much the episode. If I'm being honest, the entire it like it had some depth to it, but like you pretty much knew everything that was going on, and everything pretty much on surface. It wasn't just like a lot of stuff under. But I guess the guy from that they freed gonna be the big bad of the season, and he has different plans. He's smart. He got Felicity to break down the firewall, so he can do something. So his fingerprints aren't on anything, so that can come back to her Felicity and not him. He's pretty much playing it pretty smart. Kind of wonder how he knew about Lian Yu, because after he got out of Argus, like it was like not that much time. You know, it wasn't that much time later, and then he just automatically goes to Lian Yu. Like that kind of made me wonder, like how the fuck did he know about this? That was one of the, some things you just notice, like yo, I need you to explain this sooner or later. But anyway, it's a good episode. All the DC shows for me this week were fantastic. I think, if I'm being honest, I think Arrow was probably the least fantastic, because don't get me, I love the episode, but Flash, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl this week were like they was fucking excellent. So it probably was the weaker of the ones, but I think we had like a good week of episodes. So let me know which one was your favorite of the week. Hit that like button, just like this. Just hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button, okay? Because some of y'all might hit that one. It's the wrong one. Hit the one with the thumb pointed up. All right. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Konnichiwa. I think, no, Mataram. That's the word I'm looking for.